Well, well, looky here. I'm not late. I'm not late. Gee, I wonder why. Good evening, everybody. This is a bit of a serious topic for me. So for those of you that don't believe in gratitude, you shouldn't watch this. So, yes, the disclaimer for this evening is all questions and comments pertaining to the subject matter are appreciated. Due to technical difficulties with my broadcasting, we are placed in a position where answering questions or addressing comments by the video replay only. So just letting you know that. I do not answer any health questions, legal questions, or pregnancy predictions in any of my readings. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Tonight's topic is about gratitude and the new year that's actually coming. Has a lot to do with it. So I'd like to actually start with a little bit of gratitude from these decks right here. So being grateful for this fourth quarter of 2023. Ups and downs, everybody has them. Oh, and by the way, the numbers are up. I have ups and downs on YouTube with the numbers these days. So just letting you know that it's a little bit on the disappointing side, knowing how much effort that I put into all these readings with spirit for you. Yes, I said it, and I'm going to probably say it a million other times. So changes are coming. All right. So the first card for this evening is harmony. I open myself to the divine being with me. I am the image of God. Oh, I said God. Thus, I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any darkness in me into something beautiful. In the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, I find harmony. Some of us need to practice that. I've been called by Spirit to do another one. Another one is shining light. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I will be discussing the strength card tonight. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. That's God. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. Working on yourself, changing your ways, seeing the better in how to be around others, your atmosphere, your aura, your vibe, your frequency, healing frequency. Yes, stay silent, right, Lou? Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm looking at the numbers here, and in about 15 minutes or so, I'm going to check the numbers again, and then I will just shut off the platform for anybody to come up on to the panel. All right. So the third card for the gratitude is from my Mystical Wisdom card deck. Friendship. Maybe we'll make new friends during the new year, working on the ones that we do have now too. So nurture your relationships. That's what this says, is nurture your relationships. All right, let me see what this card says here. Friendship. Friendship. Let's look at this, shall we? All right. The value of friendship is expressed by mutual understanding, compassion, and the ability to comfort each other for emotional support. Friends enjoy each other and trust one another. You may find that at this time you are being asked to assist a friend, or you will be making new friends, as I just mentioned. To be the best friend ever, give some thought to how to enhance that relationship. Friendship is graciously given and lovingly accepted. So, yes, appreciate your friends. Go back to the comments here and put my own comments in. Hope you're enjoying the music. So I selected these decks this evening. Just for this subject tonight. So be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. That should be a mantra for the new year. The Fool card. I'll be talking about this too. The Fool card. Have the courage to embrace change. You have to embrace it now. Take risks and be adventurous. And that's what the Fool card is. Exactly that. So with that said, I'm going to start by telling you about the Fool. Letting you listen to some music instead of listening to me all the time. So the Fool, I've done a video on this. Have you seen it? It's on my lineup. It's me in a picture showing this card. So the Fool is the naive, optimistic, and carefree character that is full of freedom. Freedom. Yes, freedom. That would be with horses. All right. He represents the earliest stages of life, the infancy of a new life phase, which why I picked this is because of the new year, and to be grateful for opportunities to have newness in your life. The Fool still has challenges. Um, Actually, it's really indicated by the mountains in the background. But he doesn't worry about them. He doesn't worry about, how high he has to go, how much he has to climb to get to his destination. But this Fool card encourages curiosity and an open mind. And he has no judgment either. So there's great potential and opportunity. So the best thing to do is to go with your gut instinct, which is your actual intuition, which is your third eye. So your gut and your third eye are basically doing the same thing. Now, the other deck that I have has the Fool card in this certain position because they're taking risks, carefree, going with the breeze, going with the flow. I love this illustration. And I'm going to take some notifications off of my screen. Welcome in, everybody. So the Fool is actually the beginning of everybody's journey in life, and that has to represent birth. Not rebirth, but birth. New opportunities, new ways of doing things. You can rebirth something, yes. I'm not saying you can't. But they have their own leadership. They have their own opportunities. They have their own ideas. And they seek either people to help them on their journey or learn something from a certain person along the way. Even if this could be grandparents, this could be parents, queens, kings, pages, knights. They are all, the royal family is all about your, not so much your elders, but people that have experiences of what you're going through. So the other, where's my book? Here it is. The other one that I had pulled from was my animal totem. This one I have pulled from very many decks tonight. So this is the Fool, the grasshopper. I have also done a video on this as well. La 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 la. Yes, I'm singing. All right, so let's start with this Fool card, shall we? All right, good. All right, so in this card, the grasshopper is basically hopping from one place to another, and that also represents the newness, the freeness, the freedom. All right, so both the grasshopper and the fool seem to be guided by a more powerful force. You can call it God, the universe, the spirit. This force allows the fool to take leaps of faith, and that's what the grasshopper is doing. So, with nothing more to go on than a sense of knowing which direction to jump, they don't know what life is ahead of them. The grasshopper knows it's known for its leaping abilities. My God. Grasshoppers use their antennas as both a touching and smelling device. So while the grasshopper leaps from one place to another, it is constantly checking the conditions of its environment by the antennas. This means just that. Like the fool, the grasshopper leaps and then looks around for the next place to land. sounds like van life, doesn't it? All right, so yeah, talking about riding the vibe, right? So that is all about new beginnings. So that is basically, to me, uh, learning about new friends, learning about new jobs, learning about how to, let's say, I'm not going to say an age, but a teenager learning to drive a stick shift instead of being easy and getting or being given a automatic car. They have that challenge, they have that opportunity to learn something new. So this is first gear, okay? That's first gear. I love that analogy, so I thought I'd throw that in. Um, so with this card, there are some questions, and this also has to do with the first of the year. Happy New Year. Having a Happy New Year. It is new beginnings because it's brand new, starting over, new everything. Everything's new. So, in what area of life do you want to make a change? But are you stopping yourself? I mean, why? I mean, you don't wish to be seen as a fool? Really? No. Everybody's got to start somewhere. But it doesn't mean following your gut or following your instincts or your intuition. If you could do, be, or have anything right now, what would it be? To start something new that you haven't done yet. Think of that. Yeah, van life, exactly. I'm so glad I thought of that. So, with that, that is the first. So, the second one that I wanted to go over was in my tea leaf deck, Caterpillar. Brand new. Newness of everything. Beginning new. So things will not always be this way. Change is coming, which of course means a butterfly. So the caterpillar turns into a butterfly. The butterfly has all kinds of new opportunities. So, yeah, this is very much so the fool as well, but it all has to do, and a lot of it has to do with new beginnings. But you might be stepping into a new experience, and that has also do with the fool. Like I said, a lot of these cards give out the same message, but in a different way. So being grateful, also being grateful for going from a caterpillar to a butterfly, being grateful for having the opportunities to do something that either you eagerly want to, you've never done, or you've been wanting to do, or you want to do again. All right, the eye. The eye is, of course, the third eye, which is intuition. So, psychic abilities, trust your intuition. You have to trust on this caterpillar, you have to trust that it's going to turn into a butterfly. You trust the person in front of you in traffic, that they don't do a stupid move and you guys get into an accident. You trust the people that serve you food in a restaurant. Trust your intuition. And candle. You will be shown the way. This has to do with your intuition and your sorry, I got distracted. So let me go to the next one. All right, scales. Keep your life in balance. This also has to do with the Fool, because he has to stay balanced in order to keep going forward and learning from other people. So the balance is the scales. I did a video last night and another segment that had justice in it, about scales and about law and order. So you have to keep things in order in life, keep organization in order to stay leveled. Leveled. As the cracked cup, yes, there are dissatisfactions in life, but you have to adapt to them. You have to learn how to adapt to them in order. He's got to learn how to adapt to everything that this journey has for him to offer. Obstacles to overcome, same thing. Hills. My mom used to tell me all the time, don't make mountains out of molehills. But see, in the background, it's either the sunrise or the sunset. It all depends on how you see it, just like half full and half empty. But another thing I see about this card is obstacles to overcome. To me, in a way, I see this as a sunset. Because if whatever you don't get done today, there's always tomorrow. Or let's not get technical with that, okay? Let's just stick with the saying. There's always another day to accomplish overcoming those obstacles. So the Fool card that I showed you earlier, that's in my Fortune Oracle deck. I absolutely love these cards because a lot of them have to do with the tarot deck as I studied them, along with the metaphysical deck, which I do have coming. I have those in a pile to show you guys some things in that too. So have the courage to embrace change, take risks, be adventurous, and that's the Fool. All right, so this card symbolizes a time of unlimited potential and the need to set forth on a new journey. One that is totally unknown. So could you see yourself on uncharted territories? How would you feel? How would that make you feel? Uneasy, maybe? Maybe adventurous, maybe excited? Everybody's experiences are different. So enjoy new hobbies. You can be fast paced if you want to, or you can take your time. Your restless energy may be tough on close relationships, though. You will need your space. And if your partner is clinging vine, they may not understand why you are so unsettled. Tread lightly. Singles could find love easily while traveling to wild and exotic destinations. And that has to do with the Chariot card because that is travel. And the travel card, which is the Chariot card, also has to do with Sagittarius. So within career and money for the Fool, this card could actually encourage you to reinvent yourself, learning new skills, get out of the box. So you can also improve skills that you already know. But this Fool has the opportunity to do that. So now in an excellent time for fresh adventures, you can complete career changes if you want. If you started something and didn't finish it, just go back to it. So new jobs will manifest for some while. So others will find different projects, maybe a little more exciting than you would think. Freshen up with a cosmetic makeover. Do your hair, get new clothes. It's all about change. And that is definitely something with the new year coming. So, but don't buy anything yet because there's the holidays coming. Some people do receive gifts and some people don't. Some people believe in Christmas and Thanksgiving and some people don't. Just like Halloween, some people don't. Some people do. But so I wanted to share that card with you out of that deck. So, changes in your life, you have to accept. You have to adapt to them. Not you can or you will. It's the only way to go in life is to adapt. Ah, look at that. Culmination again. Ooh, we just had this card. I absolutely love this card. Do you guys remember this card? Well, for those of you that have seen it. But if you haven't, this right here is one of my favorites. It's my gratitude deck. Gratitude Oracle deck. I absolutely love the artistry in these cards. And I did do a post, I'm pretty sure it was on Facebook, about this card. Pretty sure. Hello. Okay. All right. Culmination. Number 55. Ooh, there's 55, y'all. I just did a video and had 555 in it. So there's 55. All right. So keep your goals within reach by making them attainable. That was the perfect saying for this card. So you can do that. You can attain your goals by breaking large ones into smaller ones. So here is possibly a New Year's resolution. Is culmination. So if you're trying to, let's say, go into a friends group, try a smaller group first. If you're trying to do recipes, try smaller ones first. If you're trying meditation, do mini 5 minutes a day if you've never done it before, which I'm not getting into that subject. Thank you very much. So culmination. No? Okay. I think I need to turn this up. All right. So the possibilities. I always love doing the bottom of the deck too. Possibilities. Has all the possibilities in the world. The Fool. So when you feel stuck, you want to create change or a new direction, which this one right here always has the opportunity to do. Each day contains numerous pathways that are laid out by each choice you make. Decisions such as what to eat, what to wear, which I just talked about. A simple change in what you think or what you do can bring about significant opportunity. So start by modifying your thinking and reevaluating your belief system. You could give yourself a challenge. Look at something another way. It might be a better way to complete a task or something else, and you can learn something better and how to maybe just be on a quest of doing something different is basically what this is saying. Determine whether you have been uh, harping on your beliefs. Well, you can let those go. You need to change just a smidge. When you're out running errands, make an effort to connect with people and not just the people you know. Take some time to engage with others in conversation. Everyone loves to share their passions, their interests, sometimes even their whole life story. A simple chat could lead to a wonderful venture. So, this woman in this picture opens the lid to a box filled with mystical energy and beings. One, oh, actually, no, more than that. But on the table next to the box, a mirror reflects her image. A fairy, a fish, a phoenix, a butterfly appear over the woman's head. The fairy may represent nature, the ability to manifest your desires, or magic that new opportunities will bring. Beautiful. The butterfly reminds you to continue to change, transformation, we just went over that, and not become stagnant. That's boring. Possibilities are all around you. Allow yourself the gift of receiving that benefit. Be grateful for what you have and what you find and what you're able to do. Couple little extras that I had found interesting tonight from the metaphysical deck. All about gratitude. Yeah. You want to get your book out and look at it, Lou? So the gratitude rampage, but I'd actually like to go over this one first. This one is the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm not even going to attempt to even say that name because some of these are just outrageously tongue-tied, and I'm not in too inclined to do so. So with this Wheel of Fortune, this is represents the Wheel of Fortune in the regular tarot deck. So measure the variables of energy coming from you. This wheel resembles the teachings of the cosmograms and medicine wheel. Following the sun, we enter the wheel in the east and exit the wheel in the west. The north and south represent our ascension and descension within the extremes of the wheel's vortex, I should say. The oracle of rebirth rises on the side of the wheel. Oh, now we went from 5 to 3. How interesting. Okay, probably boring for them, huh? The oracle of rebirth rises on the side of the wheel as the oracle of chaos rides down the other, showing that not always will you want a situation to last, or vice versa, actually. When this card emerges in a reading, it reminds you that each event in your life could be a blessing. Maybe you just got through your dark night of the soul, and this card is a reassurance that the sun is shining. You are loved and guided and protected in all ways, always. So, if this card comes into a spread today, ask yourself, how do I react to change? Oh, I don't. I don't like change. Do I meet opportunities when presented with them? Oh, I adapt. Or do I excuse the resistance of change? Or I make excuses for resistance of change? I think everybody does that. Yeah, I'm glad you got that book out, Lou. All right, so the other one that I really found interesting in this one, like I was telling you, was the gratitude rampage. It's page 75, Lou. Let's share with everybody, shall we? Very, very interesting card. It's already happened. I earn unlimited abundance doing what I love. If this card shows up for you, it is time for a rampage. You express gratitude daily. That's exactly what this is about. But this is a time to rage it, write it, voice it, memo it, video it. Video yourself detailing all the things you are grateful for in your life. Oh, I've done that before. Starting with the smallest items in your vicinity, name everything you can see and expand out into each portion of your home, your community, your city, your country, your continent, your planet, your universe. Interesting. So, if this card keeps showing up for you, consider installing a daily practice that includes expressing gratitude in a way that feels inflow. Showing gratitude to the self, to yourself, is also very important. So be sure to say thank you to yourself as well. Look in the mirror and say thank you. And the last one was balance. That right there has to do with the justice card, as I did last night as well. Balance is Libra and justice is Libra. So let's talk about this chaos, shall we? Yes, that's the cups. This is the first cup. All right, balance. This card bursts and brings the message to find equilibrium. You can be sure that instant karma will be showing up for you no matter where you are on your spiritual path. Above the rocks, you see a bright star illuminating. See that bright star? Mhm. Got the star card in the pile too. Above the rocks, you see the star. Sirius streams light codes, which is actually another card. I'm not laughing, but light codes are actually in another deck. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Uh, it streams light codes down into the middle of the rocks and reminds us of the gentle balance in the forces that drives us. There is a fine line between chaos and balance. Just as your thoughts can build you up, they can actually take you down as well. This card urges you to hear the call for balance. Maybe you need more sleep. Maybe you need more work. Maybe you need more alone time. Whatever the balance is, if you look inside yourself, you will find it within your spirit. My emotions are balanced and I react with love. So with the my soul's journey deck, I have a few that actually have to do with gratitude, and with the Fool, I also have a lot of major arcanas that have to deal with gratitude and with the new year and with reacting to things. So the first one is freedom. I was talking about horses. Horses are all about freedom. So you possess the power and the free will to create your own happiness. We have to work on that in order to stay balanced. Patience. You have to accept, well, no, you don't, but I'm going to read it anyways. I accept that everything happens in divine order. That means you have to have patience. Patience is a virtue. Everything happens in divine timing. I'm going to start putting that on a recorder. Acceptance. I am learning to accept things that I cannot change. Very important. And of course, the gratitude card. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents, and the life lessons that it actually presents. Everybody's given a second chance some way or somehow in this lifetime. So the death card. Out with the old and in with the new. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. That has to do with the acceptance of the change, that you can't change something ending, because nothing in this lifetime lasts forever. Nobody or no thing, period. Nothing. So that is very important. So with that death card, there are 4 or 5 different death cards in my possession. Every deck that I have has something about death and rebirth. Death and rebirth, out with the old, in with the new. I absolutely love this illustration because it has the newness coming out of the cloak, shining bright out of the cloak. The star is actually in this card. And where the hell is that book at? No idea. See, that's what pisses me off. I move stuff and I don't even know where the hell I put it. All right. So the death card is always number 13. Always. It's so appropriate. All right. So the original tarot is the death card. The death card shows a skeleton clad in a black armor atop a white horse. The white is new beginnings. 3 people beg to be spared by the death, but death is inevitable, like I just said a second ago. Death is in the instant, should not be literally taken as the end of life. It signifies the end of a cycle and a new beginning of a new one, which is the Fool. It indicates transformation of the individual to a new state of being. Now I'm going to say that again. Death indicates transformation of the individual to a new state of being. Would you like to write that down? All right. All right. So the next death card is out of my animal totem. And again, it's still number 13. Big, old, ugly feet. That's a vulture. Pretty sure that's a vulture. So, oh, absolutely. Yes. I just heard Spirit keep going. That's what I'm doing. All right. Death. Oh, this is a really good one. By the way, this is Scorpio energy. I forgot to say that. It's a water sign. There is no denying that the New World vultures, this is a California condor, by the way. It looks just like a vulture, though. I mean, an ugly ass vulture that you see on the side of the road. So vultures bring the business of death right up to our face. It is as if they want us to see that which is left behind. We seem to not want to know what happens to any empty physical vessel once the soul has left it behind. The business of what happens after death is not pleasant, yet somehow in the knowledge of completion comes a power of generation. In a consumer-based world, the condor brings with it other lessons as it consistently asks questions. What happens to the material world and all of its objects when they're no longer here? Out of sight does not mean out of mind. The condor bluntly reminds us. The death card itself deals less with the physical death of a person, but more with the business of death as a whole. The energy of endings permeates this card, yet death is a cycle, not a one-way trip. So how many ideas have you had that you've rejected? Just outright rejected. All right. Or you've been talked out of? How many relationships have come and gone whose energy was not fully released yet? Allowing the energy to leave is old form and rebirth new. How many carcasses do you have stacked up in your energy field? Good question. All right, so that is in the Animals Totem deck. Love that card too. So here we are again with the metaphysical, and we're going to do death card again because I just did this a couple nights ago. Aiku. So again, Aiku rides in and clears away the old to make space for the new vibration to come in. So if you accept this, when she appears in a spread, you are fully free to release something and step into the new light. So this has to do with the new year. In this session, not in general. Do I run programs of the past more than I do on future ones? Do I know how to embrace the unknown? It is okay to mourn and grieve the things of the past, but you must create room for the future. And that is what this card. So that is on death. That is on death. So the next card is discipline, which nobody could ever see this because it's blue on purple. So this is discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Just like the vulture, they can set their mind to getting rid of everything. Getting rid of the old. So change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. That has to do with the Chariot card. Chariot card, Eight of Wands, they're both changed. They're both fast movement. They have to be. There's something needs to be changed in order for you to grow. And that right there has to do with the Seven of, let me see, I brought this out for you. And that's the Empress. The Empress is actually rebirth. So it was an extra card that I had pulled out. It was a 7. I don't know where I put it. Damn it. That sucks. I really wanted to show you. But it had roots to regrow. You have to watch it regrow. And that has to do with the Seven of Pentacles too. That's slow progress. You're sitting here watching it and it's not going as planned. But with change, in order for anything to grow, you need to watch it. Why do I have that in front of me? Sorry, I have my computer kind of mess up a little bit. But this is Seven of Pentacles. You see the roots? You're watching it grow. And that has to do with this, with change. Everything changes. The next card is surrender. Surrender has to do with the hangman. The hangman hangs there, surrendering to his normalcy and waiting for an answer, waiting to see change. I can release my need to control. So being hung upside down by anything, doesn't matter, but you're being hung by your foot. The blood rushes to your head, so you don't have to control everything. Everything happens in divine timing. Regret. This doesn't really make sense with this card because it says, I know that I cannot change the past. Okay, you might regret what happens in the past, but it's a learning lesson. Everything in life is a learning lesson, regret or not. Yes, we've all gone through that. So maybe that would be one of your resolutions. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Isn't that the truth? That needs to be put up on a mirror too. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Trust. That's your intuition. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Trust and courage. This is Leo, this is Lion. That's the courage. The Magician. I have Magician. I have the Empress. I have the Hermit, which is on a quest. The Wheel of Fortune. We've already talked about that. The Hermit, or I'm sorry, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the teacher. You have to basically be taught certain things along your way in order to manifest. Learn how to manifest. So the Strength card, that's Leo. See, and it's kind of funny because in these two cards, these two illustrations, the original tarot deck has the lion, the lady opening the lion's mouth. Okay, but this here, she's half woman, half lion, and she has a sheep. So those are the two illustrations for the Strength card. So out of the metaphysical deck, there's the Strength card. See the lion? Okay, so I'm going to look at that one now too. I'm going to read that message for accountability. But it is the Strength card. It is the Strength card. So a graceful woman stands with a lion arching over her head, as you can see. Above her sits an infinity symbol. Well, so does the original tarot deck. The original tarot deck has the infinity. So let's keep looking at this card. So this woman has graced you with her presence at this time because you are being asked to relax. Above her sits, like I said, this infinity symbol, while the giant head of the lion takes up the upper portion of the card. It could easily swallow her, but instead it's in awe of her gentleness. So this woman here reminds us that having courage doesn't mean you don't feel fear. It means you have confidence in your innate abilities. The lion doesn't second guess it. But when this card emerges to remind you of your inner strength, balance must be maintained on both ends between not harming the lion and not being swallowed by it. But if someone or something has upset you, take a slow walk through the pride land and hunt down what it is inside of you instead of attacking other prey. It takes strength to be compassionate. Beautiful card. So there's the courage. There's the accountability. Accountability for your actions. Half lion, half woman with the infinity sign right there on her arm. I am absolutely insanely grateful for all that I have shared with you tonight. I have many other cards that I would like to share with you, but I think I'm going to make a second video, and that will be tomorrow night. So if you are watching it from the video and not the live, please click the like button and comment within the video that you're watching. And there is a part 2, so please check out part 2. It is a second video that goes along with this one. So we've gone through some major arcanas tonight, and I'm very, very proud to own every single deck of cards and the messages on them. And I am sincerely glad that I got to share this with you. I hope you got a lot out of this. And I'm going to give you one more card out of my Mystic Wisdom deck tonight. So if you've missed any of this live, you're more than welcome to look at the video. And if you are watching it by video and you are this far, I truly gratefully appreciate it. Click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel. We'd love to have you as part of our family. All the love readings, bonus readings are going up soon. Thank you very much. All right. Letting go. Absolutely. Letting go. An epiphany. Seeing clarity. So start to think about that transformation of letting go. The butterflies were once a caterpillar. Epiphany. Seek clarity. I wonder how that is. Everybody should know what epiphany means. All right, so those are the 2 cards from that deck. All right, Spirit, one last card for the collective this evening, please. You've been very gracious. Thank you very much. As we are grateful for Spirit's messages. I know I am. Thank you very much, darlings. Patience. I could have used that today. Patience. Beautiful card. See, you've got patience for letting go and having an epiphany, seeing clarity. Aha moment. Patience. So I'm going to read this. Don't go anywhere yet. Read their beautiful message for patience. I gracefully and gratefully call on patience and calmly master myself in trying situations. When you are facing hardships, it can be a challenge not to default or despair or frustration. When you work on your patience, you will find you are less apt to becoming depressed and will lapse into negativity less frequently. Be willing to walk with patience while traveling towards your goals. Remember to have patience with people who challenge you or trigger you. That's the biggest patience. Challenge. A lone woman here dressed in a blue uh, dress. I don't know why they used a different word. Walks on the leaves of morning glory vine. Her attention is on someone carrying another person across a pond in the base of one of the morning's glory blooms. Right there. The morning glory has a lot of meanings. One story pertains to lovers who only meet one day of the year, so the flower may be associated with love that has obstacles or requires patience. The deep blue of the flower and the woman dressed may be related to the ability to remain steady on your journey. The butterflies, oh, the butterflies, behind her may show changes are coming that you are not able to see at this time. So remain patient as your story continues to unfold. And that, my friends, and my viewers, and my subscribers, and my cross watchers, that is tonight's last message. So again, I am very grateful for you coming and joining, and I'm very grateful for Spirit for giving you messages that you just might need to hear, and to give you something to actually think about when you're grateful for everything that you have, the transformation that you are actually allowed to have in this universe, and to be able to see another year and to start new. So this, like I said, is only video number 1. So until next time, until next video, I thank you all again. And you guys take care. And I will address all the comments in the comment section in the video. Thank you so much. God bless. Take care. Love and light.